Hi everyone, good evening. Today we are going to discuss 8th October current affairs. Today the news of the day is Nobel Prize in Medicine. See, for these 3 days you will be getting the news regarding the Nobel Prize, Nobel Prize, Nobel Prize only. So that will be the topic of the day. It is useful not only in UPSC and states and any competitive exam, it will be useful. And you have to remember the names also. And one more topic is India Maldives relationships. And minerals, next is minerals top reserves, which is in the editorial. It is very important for your prelims, and you have to mug it up, or you have to know by geological formation or whatever, but you have to know all those minerals, because every time one or other mineral they are giving in the prelims, and other miscellaneous chota topics. Next, the first topic is Nobel Prize in the Medicine. In 2024, Nobel Prize is awarded to the Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkun. You have to remember, and if any question in mains it comes also, you have to write these both names. At least Victor Ambros, it is common name, and Gary Ruvkun is difficult. At least remember Gary. Why? Why did they get Nobel Prize? They got the Nobel Prize for the discovery of the microRNA. See, there are many types of RNA. You will get confused, and all these things we will cover in our science and tech classes. So as of now, just remember for the sake of the news, but later on in science and tech classes we'll go detailedly. Okay, now this microRNA, why it is so important is, first we have to know this DNA, mRNA, protein. These are the main constituents of the cell. In our body, there are millions of cells. See, every organ, it is made up of the cell. In the cell, there is a nucleus. In this nucleus, there is chromosomes. These chromosomes, it is made up of entirely so many DNAs. Not so many means length of the DNA, it is folded, it becomes the chromosome. This is the DNA. What is DNA? Is deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA means ribonucleic acid. If you remove the oxygen, it will become the DNA. That is DNA. So basically this is DNA. Now the cell, within the nucleus there will be DNA. As you can see here, DNA. If some protein has to form in your body. See, for muscular protein you need a protein. Na? How it forms? In muscle there will be a DNA. That DNA, it codes for that specific protein. In DNA there is this bases are there. Na? There are multiples of bases, and these forms the amino acids. Amino acids means protein only. See, now you may not understand much, but don't get like confused. At least listen, so that something will go into your mind, and in science and tech you will get clarity. See, first from this DNA, pre-mRNA is formed. This is pre-mRNA, and that pre-mRNA is converted to mRNA. See, don't get confused between microRNA and this mRNA. It is messenger RNA. Messenger RNA. This is all entirely occurs in the cell nucleus. Okay, this mRNA, and then this mRNA, it goes outside and on the ribosome. See, there is endoplasmic reticulum within the cell. Over that, small ribosomes will be. In this white wala one is the ribosome. This mRNA, it goes and stuck here, and then from this mRNA, above this small amino acids are formed. These amino acids combined together, it forms a protein. See, in the body, insulin is a protein. How insulin is formed in science and tech, we'll study na monoclonal, how recombinant insulin, synthetic insulin, how we prepare is this DNA. mRNA it forms. That mRNA go to ribosome and it gets stuck there, and then it codes for that specific amino acids, and finally our insulin will come. This is the process of any protein production in the body. This first DNA to mRNA, this process is called transcription. As here it is called transcription. And next, from mRNA to the protein, this is called translation. This is called translation. As per the news, earlier people thought that, previously, not now, so many years back, they thought that only during this phase we can do any modifications. Means not we can do, body can do some modification like base modification, all those we can do. But these people, these two, Gary and that person, Nobel Prize winners, they found that even in translation, after the translation phase also, we can make modification, and because of that modification, it can result in many diseases. If we know that why these diseases and why this microRNA is making this modification, then we can silence that microRNA, and then we can cure those diseases. That is the importance of this innovation. See, they discovered microRNA, new class of tiny, micro means small, tiny RNA that play a crucial role in this gene regulation. This in which organism they found, that is also important. They studied the 1 millimeter long roundworm. Roundworm means small worms will be ascaris. These are all the roundworms. These roundworms, Caenorhabditis elegans. In that organism, if you don't remember the entire, you can at least write that they studied the 1 millimeter long roundworm. In those, they studied the microRNA. That at least you can write. Next. Okay, as of now, this is the thing. In the end, this is the main important. See, after you writing, if any question comes regarding this mains question, first point you will write that for whom it is awarded, Victor and Gary. That you will write. And next, why it was in the same point it is here. They discovered the microRNA. These are the small RNA regulators of gene expression in eukaryotes. Eukaryote means we humans, and then its role in gene regulation after the transcription. After the transcription over, what is the gene regulation? That is the entire thing you should write. And you should write the diagram. What is the role of, what is the transcription, what is the translation, the diagram you will write. And after that, what is its importance? Importance you will write like, see, these microRNA mediated post-transcription regulation is a general regulatory function, and the human genome codes for over 1,000 microRNAs. If this microRNA expression of this, it becomes dysregulated. If it becomes dysregulated, what happens is either it can result in cancer, or it can result in diabetes, or it can result in autoimmune diseases. This normally cancer cells will be this regulated microorganism. They affect the, they go and attach to the in that cancer cells. They do not stop the cancer cells. They will like increase, they will proliferate. The cancer cells will proliferate more, and tumor development will occur. And these microRNA dysregulation, it results in no death of the cells. Means it resists the cell death and activate the process that allows the cancer cell to spread in the body. See, one in cancer, what happens is microRNA stops killing the cancer cells, and it helps in proliferation, and it also helps in going to other bodies. Cancer doesn't confine to one organ, it goes to other body. In all these things it helps. Like that only in diabetes also you can think, you can write that microRNA, it affects the insulin sensitivity. That's why diabetes will result. And in autoimmune diseases also, altered dysfunction of the microRNA, it will result in increased autoantibodies. Autoantibodies means against our auto means own cells, antibodies will form, and these antibodies will kill. Normally antibodies are formed at bacteria or any foreign organism in our body, but now our own cells, they get the antibodies, that's why they kill. That is the, it will result in autoimmune disease. You can see South Indian actor Samantha, she got autoimmune disease. We don't know what is the reason, but autoimmune, there will be no reason, like this only somewhere at gene it get affected, like that it happens. So now what is the importance of this discovery? What is the future of this discovery? They told that this microRNA associated diagnostic, one is in diagnostic, like this microRNA associated biomarkers you can use to diagnose a disease. Means yes, like laboratory diagnosis you can diagnose. This is diagnosis. And therapeutic means treatment wala, two uses. One is diagnostic, to diagnose the disease using biomarkers. One is therapeutic means you can make drugs, or you can make drugs that target the microRNA, but it is still in clinical trials. clinical trials. So like these two are important. You can write what is this, and DNA, RNA, what is the translation, everything, what is the importance of this discovery, and what is the future of this discovery. This completes your entire answer regarding the microRNA. You can draw diagrams also, that cell DNA, that also you can draw. This is thing. And what is the other important thing is, you should know what is Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize is, it is established by the means he died, and then after that will of the Alfred Nobel. He invented the dynamite. What he said is, after his death, he said that whoever discovered or invented something, their thing should not go waste. So his property, he donated money, and many people donate also. All those money, it has to go to the discoverers. This is awarded to those who confer the greatest benefit to mankind during the preceding hour or earlier. And first, since 1901, they started giving. Under whose control it is Swedish company, Swedish Academy of Sciences is there. That Royal Swedish Academy, they give this Nobel Prize. They decide to whom to give, and they give. See, there are almost 6 prizes. One is for physics, chemistry, physiology or medicine, literature, peace, economic sciences. All are given by Royal Swedish Academy. But only this peace wala thing, it is given by Norwegian Nobel Committee. They give in Oslo. In Norway, Oslo they'll give. Rest all in Stockholm, Sweden. Every year in December 10th, when he died, that day, they will give. Next is each Nobel laureate, they get the gold medal, a diploma and monetary award. And this cannot be given posthumously. Remember that after death they can't give. And also up to 3 people can share award. Because of this one thing, every year we have to remember minimum 2 to 3 names. It is disgusting for us. Not disgusting, sorry, but it is so difficult for us. Next. See, for any Nobel Prize, if for UPSC, I don't think you don't need to remember 2 to 3 years before, but for every other competitive exam, minimum past 3-4 years or minimum 5 years, you have to remember. They can ask that, or if that particular year is very absolutely important, but at least that last 3 to 4 years, at least what is the discovery, that is important, even if you don't remember the names of the persons also. First time it was awarded in 1901, this medicine Nobel Prize. It is given to Emil von Behring for his work on the serum therapy and development of the vaccine against diphtheria. And the first woman to receive Nobel Prize in Physiology, they started in 1901, but till 1947, no woman got. She is Gertie Corey for her role in elucidating metabolism of the glucose, including the many aspects, including treatment of diabetes. Next, Nobel Prize in 2024 we read now, because for microRNA. Last year also it is related to RNA only, but that is messenger RNA, as I said. It is given to the Katalin Kariko and Drew Weissman for their work on the nucleoside base modification of the mRNA, which is useful for developing effective mRNA vaccines against COVID-19. This is all important. And here Nobel Prize, you can see first Indian Nobel Prize winner is Rabindranath Tagore for literature in 1913, and first Indian woman Nobel laureate is Mother Teresa for peace in 1979. And one more thing to observe is economic sciences. This is created in 1968. Which of the Nobel Prize it is created later and did not have from the start is economic sciences. This is about the news of the day, and it is very important. Have your own notes and everything. We will give the PDF also if possible. Next, India Maldives relationships. This is in news, and you have the IR document. See, in IR document the matter will be the vague, because it is for the people has to remember, but all the examples are because every year it changes now, so every year it is so difficult. Only before exam we can give the updated version, but start of the year we can't give the updated version. So whatever the thing, add one more paper for it and add your news to that, so that for every point, if you are writing political ties, if you are writing economic ties, if you don't give one example or one numerical value, then your answer won't be like won't get that many marks. You will get like general normal marks. If you have to be in the list for every this security, science and tech, for every point you have to add your own example, and it has to be specific and it has to be recent wala, it will be better. All these things which is incoming in the newspaper, you have to take first, take your IR document and then add all these points to that. See, in the first economic wala thing, you can add like, now Maldives is facing forex crunch, so India gives $170 million currency swap agreement. You go to your economy and read what is currency swap agreement. But for today the topic is IR, so in IR add this RBI and Maldives Monetary Authority under the SARC. In the SARC there is currency swap framework that they made an agreement, and it will be available until 2027. See, in economy topic point you have to write this. And one more thing, the launch of the RuPay card in the Maldives and handover of the 700 houses built by assistance by India. This also comes under the economy point. And one more thing is security issues. In security, you can write like maritime security, normal internal security. In internal security, our CBI and Maldives Anti-Corruption Commissioner of Maldives and other all those things, they cooperated. Like, and Mavo between this and that is like fine. For what they did, no need. This is important. And next, see, people to people ties in 2024 and 2023, they got so affected because like their ministers commented Modi, so all the Indian people boycott Maldives. There was a campaign. So tourism, India is one of the, this also comes under the economy. Tourism, India's Maldives tourism is small country. It runs its economy is dependent basically on the tourism. In that, half of the tourism is by Indians. Because of this boycott Maldives thing, their economy is reduced. That's why only it must have got crunch. Their economy reduced, and now they are begging us that because of at least after these relationships, at least tourism will increase. They are hoping. That's why they came, and all this is happening. That in negative points or something issues, that time you can write in 2024 there is boycott Maldives campaign, because that strained the relations, like that you can write. And in your IR document, there is a image regarding like highest tourism by India. Other countries also is there. That also you can go through. And one more is cooperation on trade in national currencies and work on the free trade agreement. Next is, all these are all mostly economical only. And they are also preparing a vision statement for comprehensive economic and maritime security partnership, CP, that all trade agreements are there now, like that comprehensive economic and maritime security partnership. And this island name you should mention, that is important. In India helped in constructing an Hainmado Island, in that international airport, a runway we inaugurated recently. It got inaugurated, a jointly constructed runway for an international airport at Hainamadu Island. That island name you should mention. In IR answer, it has to be there. And we are signed an agreement for India to support the Maldives on the refit of the Coast Guard ship. For ships will be, there will be refitting. In that we are helping. All these are important in economy, tourism and security, people to people ties. At all these points, it will give boost to your marks. And next topic is minerals. In this, there is nothing to discuss. Only the thing is you have to read. See, whatever editorials based on previous prelims questions analysis and my analysis, I think one of these minerals, it can come in prelims exam, and mostly it is so difficult, but it is better to read all these, because all these minerals are in news earlier. Like, I don't know, I think cobalt or something they have given. I think cobalt only, dear Congo. Recently they have given. That time also it was in many times in editorial. That's why they have given. See, it is important to remember first three countries reserves in which it is there. But even though if you don't remember first three also, at least remember the top country. That is important, and where is the at least India level. You write like this, prepare a chart and mark it up. Apart from that, what we can do? Bauxite, Guinea, like that, make everything. Only as we read in South America, that time we saw the lithium triangle. Only that is easy to remember, at least lithium triangle, Chile, Australia, Argentina. But rest all you have to write in a paper, you have to mug it up, you have to remember. And rare earths, China, this is always in news, like that, at least repeatedly in news coming also. That time also you can remember graphite, China, that is also important. And one more important thing is this, more in many minerals there is Australia. See, you can see Australia, either it will be in the second or third place. Mostly it won't be in the first place, either in the second or third. So Australia has so many reserves that you can at least have a vague idea. That is very important, minerals and top reserves. Next, there is nothing to discuss in these things, but the thing is, repeatedly in news there is caste census, and now casteist provisions in prison manuals. That's why at least go through this article. Why this article is in news? Because there is caste distinction in the prisons. That's why a journalist, he applied the PIL in the court. That's why the Supreme Court gave a judgment now. What is that? It will be useful in your GS1 in the social aspect, or GS2 what are the acts and their issues, like that. It is also useful. And right to equality, right to fundamental rights against. So in that also you can use this as an example. In everywhere, even in judiciary pill, what are the recent pills, public interest litigation, in that one example for social things, to remove the caste bias and all those, there is a pill happened and Supreme Court judgment happened. That also you can write an example. See, one example how you use in many questions, that is your talent. Rather than remembering 100 examples, remember one example. This you can use in social, you can use in judiciary, you can use in laws like Model Prisons Act. In everywhere you can use. That is important. And this Supreme Court, they said that Supreme Court said that it is very unconstitutional having this caste different distinction. What is that? In Tamil Nadu, in many states it is there, not only in Tamil Nadu, many states it is there. For example, they told that in Tamil Nadu there is a glaring instance of caste based segregation. Different separation of Tivars, Nadars, Pallars, like that, they separated. And one more thing, in Rajasthan prison, rules only it is there, not even in reality. In rules it is given that only the cleaning the washroom it is given to Mehatar caste, and Brahmins, they are allotted to the kitchens. So this distinctions, if see, now if you differentiate between one, see, even in your own kids, if you differentiate between the girl and boy kid, how they tend to develop in the future, they'll be like that only, like rebellious and against. Now in here also, if the caste people you tend to differentiate, obviously they will turn to more violence again. It should not happen, and it is against the fundamental rights also. And in many earlier criminal tribes act, British wala it used to be, in that also they used to differentiate between criminals, like some people are like habitual offenders, some people are other people they remove. And habitual offenders means even though they did not do, few are habitual offenders but few are born criminals. Criminal tribes, they give the tag, even though they did not do much also, they are given that they are criminal image. Even though they did not do also, they'll arrest, like that. It is happening. So now Supreme Court said that it is violating the Article 14 of the Constitution, that is right to equality. You are segregating the person based on the habit and custom. And one more thing is, it is against Article 15(1), and it is against the Article 17, that is untouchability wala. All these articles can be used in exam in examples. And what is the Supreme Court gave that even this distinction, it is also given in the Model Prison Manual 2016 and Model Prisons and Correctional Services Act 2023 as per the petitioner. So now Supreme Court said all the states and union territories, they have to amend their prison manuals and rules, all those it is enough, they have to amend within, they have given 3 months time, and abolish all these discriminatory practices. Even it said the central government also to amend this manual and this act within 3 months, removing all these caste based distinctions. Hope you all got, and you can use these examples in many answers. And one more is, this is just for namesake I kept. What is AEGs? That is important. Advanced glycation end products. They said all these fast foods and everything. In India, there are so many diabetes people, even in young age also. India being the world's diabetic capital. This you can use in science and tech answers. This dialogue you can use. India being the world's diabetic capital, it has to transform like that, you can use. And they have given some number. In Asian Indians, there are currently 101 million individuals with diabetes. It is on rise. That you can use an example. What is this advanced glycation end products? This glycation means this glucose wala. See, whenever in one food there is sugar, and in that food there is fat, and in that food there is protein. If you heat it to high temperatures, that sugar will attach to either this fat or protein. If normally it happens in naturally, it won't attach. Because of this heat, they attaches, and when it goes into the body, it causes irritation in the body. Because of that, that irritation is called inflammation. Because of that inflammation, you get free radicals in the body. Science people, they can understand, other also try to understand. Because of these free radicals, they damage the cells. Because of this damage to the cells, all the bad effects like sugar, nerve damage, eye damage, all these happens. That should not happen. That's why you should have low AGE foods. Remember this name, it is related to the sugar and these things. That is important for prelims. Advanced glycation end products. Low AEG foods are fruits, vegetables, whole grains, low fat milk, and all those are the low AGE foods. It will help in reducing the diabetes, and it will promote the nutrition. That is, they have given. That is the end. Thank you. Oh, sorry, there is one more news. This is not much important because it is not even standard report, so not much important, but just namesake I have given. There is a report Free to Think 2024. It is given by Scholars at Risk Academic Freedom Monitoring Project. It is not even government. Some universities came together and they gave the report. Our Indian rank, it fell so much, and we slip our points also, it reduced from 2.6 to 0.2, means there is no freedom. Many people are journalists, they can't tell, even if they talk against the government, they are dying. These people, they said like it is because of the BJP led government. Actually, this report is not much important. If you want to go through, you just go through. That's why I kept it. Thank you.